and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. First is a daily reading, second is a discussion on the reading followed by journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. Thanks for being here for another day of Reparenting Daily. For all those joining in for the first time, if you can go ahead and give us a like, share, subscribe, it would really help us to get some more engagement and to get some 5-star reviews on Apple and Spotify podcast, so we can go ahead and keep the word spreading about this podcast and hopefully continue to reach and help as many people as possible along their reparenting journey. That's one way to support the podcast, of course. Another announcement is that we also have a Patreon community where we meet 3 times a week on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Sunday is a group meditation, Tuesday is a book club meeting, and Thursday is an open topic discussion where we communicate. You can gain access to these group meetings and so much more by joining the Patreon community. Just go to the website, Reparenting Daily, and check out the community tab. There you'll find all the details about what's actually offered. We also have a WhatsApp group and much more to look forward to that will really help you along with your healing journey. And for the last announcement, I'd like to say that we are just releasing our first 2 books now at Reparenting Daily. So you can go to the website, check out the bookstore tab, and at the top, you will see our first 2 official Reparenting Daily books. So I'm so excited to tell you about those, guys. So the first is Reparenting Daily Journal. This is a daily journal that corresponds to the podcast and will be aligned with all of the episodes starting from the 1st of January. That means that each month has a certain theme, and each week is a sub-theme that corresponds to the theme of the month. So if you're really interested in following along with this project, we're going to be stepping things up. Now we're almost half or just over half the way through the year now. So for the second year of the podcast, we're going to be taking it up to a different level, doing some different things to make it more actually interactive and engaging. So I'm really looking forward to that. You can find that on Amazon also if you just search Reparenting Daily Journal. And the second book is a really interesting one that's close to my heart. I've always been a writer since I was younger, and I like to write stories. I also enjoy research and writing research papers. I just really enjoy writing, and so I've created a book which is called Fairy Tales for Reparenting, and these are a collection of stories, and basically this is volume 1. I'm going to make other volumes as well, but they're a collection of fairy tales that are based on stories that can provide hope and inspiration, encouragement. It's really meant as a way to help you be able to connect with your inner child. So it's a really creative exercise, really for myself to think through these, to have some fun with my imagination. But also reading them is really a good way to connect to your inner child, to get to some of those tender emotions, to do something a bit silly or childlike, You can sit there and, take your teddy bear, if you have one, from the practices that some people say when you're reparenting your inner child. This is something that you can also do to support that journey. It's fun. There are happy stories that will just leave you hopeful and inspired. So let me know what you think of those. You can find both of those on the website, and also check out the Amazon store. They are available on ebook as well as hardback and paperback. And the version volume 2 will be dropping sometime soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be in December or either January, but I'll be sure to let you know. Just working on some final edits there, but hopefully to have that around the corner. So without further ado, let's get started on the daily practice. Today's reading is from the ACA's World Service Organization Daily Meditation, and it's entitled Trust. Do I trust the person I am with? Big Red Book, page 42. As children, most of us didn't learn trust in our families of origin, so we approached childhood not trusting anyone. Paradoxically, we were often drawn to people who could not be trusted. When we think of the people around us, we now ask ourselves, can I tell them my deepest fears and insecurities and feel safe they won't be used against me? Can I be sure that they fully accept me and all of my flaws? Or do I have to undergo a transformation in order to fit their ideal? If life brings financial difficulty, health problems, or other challenges, will they stick around? As we go stronger in our ACA program, we learn that we are healthy enough to ask the right questions, but also trust that we will be okay, even if our trust is violated. We affirm that we too can be trusted by others. Equally, or perhaps more important, we can trust ourselves to continue to work on our reparenting. On this day, I choose to associate with those who I can trust. If that trust is broken, I am able to determine how to handle that in an adult manner with the help of my higher power. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. This reading highlights trust as a foundational aspect of reparenting, as many of us grew up without a model for healthy trust, leading us to relationships with untrustworthy people or feeling unable to trust ourselves. Reparenting involves building trust from within, teaching our inner child that we are safe, capable, and worthy of relationships with those who accept and respect us. It also means discerning who deserves our trust and knowing we are resilient even if trust is broken. Through the process of reparenting, we learn to develop self-trust and the ability to navigate relationships with maturity as well as self-respect. As we take some time to look at the journal prompts, number 1, rebuilding self-trust. Reflect on a time when you doubted yourself, but ultimately made the right decision. How can you remind yourself that you are trustworthy and capable in challenging moments? Number 2, defining healthy trust. What qualities or actions make someone trustworthy in your eyes? How can you cultivate those qualities in yourself and seek them in others? And number 3, handling broken trust. Think of a situation where someone broke your trust. How did you respond? If it happened again, how could you handle it in a way that it protects your inner child and honors your growth? Thank you. And as always, take care of yourself and be well. And now, let us move on to the final section, the meditation. This is an unguided meditation. I will simply provide some music and you can take some time to relax. Please feel free to choose a location and a place where you feel safe and where you can be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting down, standing, as you like, wherever you are most comfortable. Thank you for being here and enjoy the meditation.